All right, let's do a reading. Let's do a reading before we get into the channel messages, all the signs, the synchronicities. So I woke up with a little bit of pressure, third eye pressure around my eyes. Kind of got some mucusy thing going on and kind of like a little mini headache. Don't know if you're also feeling the same. Spirit, what is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to see? There has been a lot of communications coming in, okay? And today is just Wednesday. The amount of epiphanies that we have been able to see, my family and I, from this hanging out, okay? Sometimes when you think that you're just stuck and you're hanging somewhere like in limbo, it's really because you're moving forward, okay? Because you're able to think. You're able to think more clearly, right? And because of this, you're able to move more in your purpose. You're able to move in more with who you are and what you've been looking for and waiting on. Okay, communications, you've been waiting on some type of check, you've been waiting on some type of refund, you've been waiting on some type of opportunity to come back to you. You've been waiting on all this stuff to take off. You've been waiting on abundance and everything to take off for you. And that is the reason why sometimes it may seem like we're in limbo, but we're not. When everything seems to be in silence, like there's nothing really going on. It just seems like so eerily quiet and calm, and it's because things are being worked out. Okay, that path is being opened up for you. That pathway, those new beginnings, where now you have more passion, more purpose. You are building. Someone here is, whoever I'm speaking to, you're building a business. Okay, and you're building a business after you've already built one. Okay, you've already built one, but that one ended up not quite being what you wanted it to be. And because of that, you went ahead and you let it go, and you took the risk in letting it go because you knew it was going to come with risk, right? With endings come new beginnings, but it also comes with the transitional phase of you moving from one thing to the next. You're pivoting from one thing to the next. So you've been kind of stationed here to where, or when it's going to happen, when are things going to pop off? When am I going to hear from those loans, from those customers, from those clients? And it's here. But you've been stepping in that purpose. You've been full gusto. You've been determined. You've had the willpower to keep going even when things stayed still. You still had to make choices from that stillness. And it wasn't easy because of the fact that, you kind of felt that with the first business, you kind of felt like you effed up a little bit, right? But there's no fuck ups, guys. There's only lessons. There's growth. Okay, there's wisdom gained whenever you set out and you try something. Okay, that is your experience. This right here is the Four of Wands. This is your manifestations coming to fruition. This is celebrations, marriages, happy times. Okay, this is literally you being happy and free because now you're moving into what you've been working for. You've been making the decisions all this time. Okay, and I don't want to show their booties, but you've been making the decisions all this time for your future growth. You've been making those decisions, and those decisions have not been easy. It has not been easy because you had to go from a different viewpoint this time. You had to follow your actual passions and purpose this time, whereas the other business you had was more of a, let me make this business just so I can go ahead and get these funds. This is more from your gifts, your passion, your purpose. This is being set up like that. And you've had to make those decisions because The other stuff has been trying to double back. Communications, people coming back, whatever, and you're thinking like, and I have a channeled message, okay, that goes with this. But you're thinking like, oh, could it be? Could it be the opportunity? Because this person is circling back around, but if you've already left something, that's not part of this path. This path is brand new. This path is brand new. That means that whatever fell away before, it needed to fall away so that you can get to this. Okay? What comes after the storm? What comes after the shit storm? What comes after everything is like seeming like it's falling apart and it's quiet? The rainbow. The rainbow. You've been looking for the opportunities, and Spirit is saying, I'm giving it to you. This is generational wealth. You will be able to pass this down from generation to generation, but it's not just about money. You had to go through this little stasis of quiet and hush hush because it's not just about that. It's not. It's something deeper. And what it is that you're going to be sharing this with generations, with your generations, with other people, and helping their generations. You're going to share what you learned, the lessons that you learned, the experiences that you weren't able to have because of all of this. You are going to be able to give advice. You're going to be able to steer people more into their passion and their purpose, instead of doing the mundane things that they think they have to do just to get by, or just because, this just makes more sense. No, you're going to teach people that with determination and will and resiliency, you too can walk into this path. You too can create generational wealth. You too can step in it, because I did it. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy. The decisions were not always easy, but I had to keep choosing myself. I had to keep choosing that future growth. Because this is not only setting me up, it is setting up everybody after me. Not only financially, but mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. This is generational patterns, new generational patterns. Screw the curses. You're breaking them just by doing this, just by you being in this path. You're breaking them. This is a whole new beginning for you and your lineage. And because of your experience and the story that you have to share, you are going to be, this is a whole new story for everybody else, because it's just going to run from collective to collective to collective. And it's going to change the course and the energy, the frequency around the mindset of business and currency and energy and coming into your spiritual gifts, coming into your purpose. It's going to shift everything. Wow. Love y'all.